Hey there, gorgeous, and a very happy new year to you. Haven't seen you since December, so I haven't had the chance to say that. So happy new year. Hope your year is off to a great start. In today's video, I'm sharing a full face of Essence makeup. These are products I have never tried before, but I discovered them in a CVS recently when I was looking for makeup for my Pantone Color of the Year video, which will be coming out on Friday. Just what this is. Anyway, okay. Let me show you this makeup up close. I also conducted a wear test with it, and I will let you know if there's anything here worth trying or not. Hey, so I got a new camera and a new lens and a new mic. I did a lot on my break. I haven't gotten the mic set up just yet, but the new camera is 4K. A lot of people had been commenting about how it looked like I was filming with a filter, and I got a lot of hate from people who thought, oh, she's filming with a filter. No, I was filming with an almost 6-year-old camera, so it was really old technology compared to what's out now. So hopefully this is going to be better, especially for makeup and beauty videos. But let me show you this. Let me show you. This lens is awesome. It's like, hello. I mean, can you see me? Can you see me? But you don't need to see me that close today. I mean, you really don't. Today, I'm playing around with some Essence makeup. I have an eyeshadow palette. I mean, I have all kinds of stuff to play with. The first thing I'll do is I will put a moisturizer on. I'm using the e.l.f. Daily Hydration. Starting with the eyes, I do have an eyeshadow primer already applied. I did pick up 2 palettes from Essence. I'll show you what they look like up close here. The first one is G'day Sydney, and the second one is Salut Paris. Let's use Salut Paris because I'm feeling those colors right now. And I could probably zoom you in a little bit closer. A little bit. Hello. I don't think I've ever been this close to you. I got the lens also because a lot of people said they wanted to see my eyes closer in tutorials, so hopefully this helps a little more. First shade I'll take from this palette is this one right here. I do not know how long these palettes have been out. First time I've seen them. I don't get out much, but first time I've seen them, and they looked really interesting. Pretty good so far. So I'm going to take this shade from the palette next, this deeper mauve, and I'll start right about there and begin to drag it up into the crease and layer it over the shade I applied previously and try to give the look a little bit more depth. Ooh-wee. Ah! No problem with pigment on that one. The eyeshadows are really powdery and they're kicking up a lot. I've also already gotten a little bit of eyeshadow in my eye as I have been applying it, but it hasn't like stung my eye. Sometimes when that happens, I get this stinging, burning sensation, but that hasn't happened, thankfully, with these. For the last shade, I'm thinking I want to use this light pink at the bottom of the palette. Oh, hello. Yes. Woo! I like that. That's more vibrant than it let on in the pan. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a duller pink, and I guess I was wrong. It's okay, I like being wrong. If you're never wrong, then you never discover new things, and what fun is that? So I wasn't really feeling that first shade because the pigment was not like, you know, crazy loud, but I mean, it was pretty good. But the second and third shades have really been amazing. I love it. I love it. Okay. I also picked up this eyebrow pen. Work from the front. Okay, Essence. What in the world is that? That is just, I'm liking that. That does not look like I have anything in my brows. Look at that. And look at my hair. Like, it all matches. And this was effortless, by the way. I barely took any time at all to get that in my brows. And let me tell you, it's like really easy. And I like the way that the pen is designed, the end of it. I haven't had much success with eyebrow pens that have been shaped like this in the past, but this is really, really good. And it's not as sharp as other eyebrow pens that I have tried, but it provides a really beautiful, my gosh, this is beautiful look in the brows. The only issue I ran into it with on this brow is that I had to press down to get more product out, because after a while it just wasn't coming out. But I noticed if I pressed down, then more would squirt out, and I would just move that into the brows, and it worked perfectly like that. So FYI, if you try this and you experience that issue, that's how you fix it. To finish my eyes, I used the brown eyeshadow from the Sydney palette as liner, and I also applied a pair of lashes from my lash line in the style Positivity. If you are interested in them, I will have them linked for you below. For the rest of my face, I first need to get rid of some of these little nasty little visitors, but I have a cure for that. I'm using the Graftobian Muted Green color corrector to get rid of the little acne, little, what do you call them, leftovers that have just decided to park themselves on my face here lately. And so I'm just applying a very small amount. I love this stuff because it does not break through your foundation and it hides everything. Anything red. And I will go ahead and use my finger to blend that in. See what I mean? What redness? What acne marks? What is she even talking about? For the rest of the face, I have a tinted primer I wanted to try out. This is the My Skin Perfector from Essence, and the shade that I'm showing you here is Fair Neutral. I didn't really get the chance to read it when I was in the store because I just got excited and just grabbed it. That was it. End of the story. But on the back of it, it says it's a lightweight mousse texture with a velvety feel that makes pores disappear while leaving skin feeling smooth with a natural matte finish. Very similar consistency to that Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector I reviewed a few videos back. It's got that mousse-like texture. So yeah, yeah, it's very smooth feeling. Like it just feels really smooth. And it smells, what does it smell like? It smells like something. It smells like a skincare product, like a facial cleanser of some kind. I can't remember which one, but that's the instant smell that I'm reminded of with it. It's not obnoxious. It's not overly perfumed. It just has a scent to it that I detected immediately when I took it out of the tube. Oh my gosh. This is just, look at that. Let me add it to my forehead too before somebody calls me out for that. It's okay. I love you. I love it when you call me out on things. Sometimes I need it. I'm going to leave this side blank for right now because I also have a concealer that I want to try, and I want to show a before and after type deal. So the concealer is the Camouflage Matte Concealer. They claim that this one is waterproof and it covers tattoos. I don't have any tattoos to test it over, but let's try the under eye area. Now it looks to be like really intense. I mean, that's just what I'm gathering. Yeah, you see what I mean? So I'm not applying much. It is a little more yellow toned, which is good for purple under eye circles, which is what I have. I can go either peach or yellow. It really doesn't matter for me personally. But let's see what this does. My gosh! I really, really, really hope these products last. I mean, sometimes Essence can be a hit and a miss when it comes to face products, but these look so stinking pretty. It did dry down to an almost matte finish. Like, I feel like I don't really need to set this much with powder, and it could be one of those concealers where I could just set it with setting spray. I am going to be testing that out in today's video, by the way. I'm going to do one half of my face with powder and then the other half with the setting spray. The concealer has a smell to it too. It's like a same smell as the tinted primer. It's different. It's not obnoxious or anything, but it's there. The only thing I'm noticing that I'm really not loving so much is that I can see a little bit of texture from the foundation itself sitting on my skin. And I am going to zoom you in here. Hopefully my lens shows it. Can you see it right here? How it's just kind of like sitting there on top of the skin. That's what I'm referencing. And I'm getting it on both sides. And I'm not feeling it. I'm not liking it. Still can't get over that concealer. That is amazing stuff. Next product I have to test out is a loose fixing powder. This is the My Skin Perfector, and it says that it's a natural matte finish that provides an instant blur effect. Shade that I'm showing you here is Fair number 5. It is a little bit yellow leaning, which doesn't necessarily bode well for those of us with a cool pink undertone. We'll try it anyway. Like I said, I'm going to apply this to 1/2 of my face because I have a setting spray to test on the other side, and I'm only going to apply a very small amount of this simply because I feel like the primer and the concealer pretty much dried down matte. I mean, I don't have any shine on my face whatsoever. For the cheeks, I'm trying out this blush lighter. This is a gradient powder blush. The shade that I'm showing you here is Cassis Sunburst. So what I'll do is I'll take a little bit on my brush here, swirl it around in there, and then apply it in a sweeping fashion on the face. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's like a highlighter and a blush in one. Okay, now that's pretty, but please don't fade. That is just really stunning. I'm loving that. For the lips, actually, okay. I think I want to go ahead and apply the setting spray since we already did the powder on that side. And the setting spray I'm using is the Instant Matte Makeup Setting Spray. This does not contain oil or alcohol for those who are interested in those qualities. So I will spritz a brush here with the spray. Oh, fine mist. Liking that. And then apply it only on this side. And then finally for lips, I picked up 2 different lipsticks that were part of this nude lipstick collection that Essence had in the display. And the first shade is called Freaky. The other one is called Crazy. I am neither. I take ownership of neither of these names. By the way, the lighter shade is the one called Freaky. The darker one is the one called Crazy. I thought it might be a good idea to mix the two together and potentially line my lips with the darker one and then fill it in with this one and go from there. So we're going to try something a little different here. The way that I'll do this, first take my lip balm off, is I'll take the tip of that darker lipstick and line the lips. Stay inside the lines. Stay inside the lines. Ugh. Come on, 2-year-olds stay in the lines better than I do. Okay. Then I'll take that lighter shade and fill it in. So that is everything. I'm going to wear this all day and come back and show you what it looks like at the end, and we'll find out if we have some winners or if we got some losers. I wore the makeup that I showed you there for, I want to say, about 9 hours on the day that I tested it out. And before I show you my face up close, yeah, there were some really great products I discovered out of this grouping, but there were also some not so great products. So this is what my face looked like at the end of that 9-hour wear test. We'll start talking about the tinted primer because I feel like that's the most visibly noticeable one here in the up close example. It really drew out texture in my skin, and my skin is not very texturized, by the way. This was probably just some minor skin flakes from not exfoliating well enough. I don't know. It drew them out, and it looked pretty bad throughout the day, and it could be because it was just that really matte texture. And so I feel like if you had dry skin, if you have texture issues, this would not be a foundation to try. I was pretty disappointed with how it looked on my skin at the end of the day. In terms of wear time, it did wear pretty well, and you can see on the side with the setting spray that it lasted longer as opposed to the side without the setting spray. The powder did not do much in the way of extending the wear time of the tinted primer. The setting spray really did do a really great job, and I really enjoyed that one. It will definitely be one that I use again. The blush stayed put. I was really happy to see that. It did not fade. It didn't move. It was still just as vibrant as when I had initially applied it. The lipsticks, pretty good. They felt very creamy throughout the day. They do transfer, just so you are aware of that, but for the most part, they looked really beautiful at the end of the day. The eyebrow pen, this has been one that I have been using since making that video. I have it on again today. I love this thing. I love the color. I love how easy it is to apply. The price is astounding, and it looks really, really good in the brows. So if you were going to get one product, if you're looking for a new brow product, it's a must-have. Finally, oh, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Okay, so the Salou Paris eyeshadow. It did not muddy, it did not fade, but the glitter shade that I was wearing on my lid did move around a little bit and transferred up into my crease. It's not terrible, but I mean, I did want to mention it. Will I use this eyeshadow palette again? Absolutely, because I do feel like the color payoff was pretty good, especially at this price point, and I thought it was of pretty good quality. The last product that I want to mention is the Camouflage Matte Concealer. Now this one was really impressive to me, and I had pretty good results with it. You can see on my face here, I didn't have any creasing, I didn't have any separation. I've had some people say to me in the past, you do have creasing. No, I have under eye wrinkles. So if you're looking at my wrinkles, don't look at my wrinkles. But if you look under the eye, you can see that everything stayed intact. And this was a really great concealer for wearing it 9 hours and having it look like that. I was pretty doggone happy with it. If you are interested in any of the products I shared with you here today, I'll have them listed and linked for you below in the description box. Let me know if you've tried any of them out. Would love to hear your experience with them as well. Hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I look forward to seeing you again on Friday for Pantone Color of the Year 2022. Bye.